I'm going to take my bedroll because you never know what might happen. You might need your bedroll. Yeah, we'll take. We got food and water. Yeah, that all looks pretty good. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we just warm up a little bit, but as long as we've got a fire and it's not too windy out here, we should be warm enough. Cool. They'll finish cooking whilst we head off. Nice clear day, no wind. It's perfect. Given there's no wind, I think it makes sense to just walk directly across the ice rather than follow the road. I don't know if there's good logic in that, but that's what we're going to do. No walls in front of us. Now, there probably will be if I look away and look back. It's just how the spawning works. It can be a little bit odd when you leave a building. So you can kind of take advantage of it. We can also see if the bear spawns in as well on our way over. Kind of heading along this line here because I feel like it's pretty much a straight line from here to the entrance to Crumbling Highway. This will be a nice chill time. I worked out that in my old age I need a pillow behind me in my chair to be comfortable now. So that's a good new discovery I've had. Oh, we've got a single deer. No wolf. Well, there you go. 2 chevrons down without the torch. Oh, well, 2 chevrons down in general now. Hey, pizza. Was needed back pillow. Yeah, it's clearly something that happens. You get a little bit old, and suddenly your back starts going. Okay, no bear there. May well mean we've got the bear over by the fishing village then, or it's just that it's not been long enough since we killed it. Okay, wind's picked up, that's why they're getting cold. Well, I regret walking across the ice now. We're equally aged, equally ancient. Given I had no walls there, makes me feel like maybe we've got the walls around here.
Wait, I'm so cold. And
Wasn't planning on getting this cold this early, but that's wind for you. Can always warm up in Crumbling Highway for a bit. We've got the basement. Even got our bearskin bedroll in that basement. It will most definitely be ruined at this point. And I left it there because I was told you could sleep in a ruined bedroll as long as you didn't pick it up. So, yeah. Although, actually, passing time with it will be pointless because if it's ruined, it won't have any warmth bonus associated with it. But we could still sleep in it, supposedly. Ugh. Every day, I wish I had Windwalker. Every single bloody day. It's a big difference. I believe it's 20% you get. As in the effects of wind are reduced by 20% when you're walking into the wind. Which is a lot. It would be really nice if you got one of these houses on Interloper. Like, I would trade, you know, I'd be perfectly fine having no houses at Quonset besides Quonset itself. And then getting one of these houses out here. It'd be a really nice buffer point on the way to Crumbling Highway. Because you're a little bit out in the middle of nowhere. Until you get to that basement. Oh, and we just lost the clear day. That's fine. Definitely going to want to warm up in Crumbling then. Let's try and get over to the edge of the road here so I can walk without being slowed down. because it will make a world of difference. Maybe even find we warm up, although probably not with the snow. Oh, there we go. Actually moving and grooving. And we just hope that we haven't got a poor wind direction in Crumbling Highway. It's not as big of an issue because you can kind of walk with stuff on your side in Crumbling Highway if it's to the front left. If it's coming from the front right, then I'm going to be very slowed down, unfortunately. We go. Just chow down on a bit of bear meat. Keep our salmon with us. Don't mind keeping that, even though it makes us a bit smelly if we've got a torch. If we lose the torch because of the wind, then we'll drop the fish. Because you have to keep in mind as well, whilst it's windy, you're blowing your scent further as well, so you could be blowing it into wolves. Right. Pretty new to Interloper. Can I ask questions? Absolutely. I love answering questions about Interloper. Welcome in, Tarja. I am all for trying to answer questions about Interloper. Whether or not they're the right answers, we'll see. But I must be doing something right in Interloper. So once I get my bow and arrows, I'm really struggling to kill stuff. How to get over the hump once it starts getting really cold. When you say get over the hump, do you mean in terms of like the weather getting colder? Or do you mean like in general once you get the bow, like getting that initial hunting started? I mean, it'll kind of be similar answers either way. I think the trick is with hunting is play it safe at first if you can. Go out there trying to kill wolves and deer, but I'm freezing to death while doing so. Yeah. Hunt by places that are really close to places where you can get warm. So, you know, next to buildings and things. A great example is Quonset in Coastal Highway, but there's so many places, but it's only that I was just there. Somewhere where you can get warm instantly, where you can light a fire outside if you need to, that's protected, because Quonset's got a nice little alcove you can light a fire in. Anything like that, it'll make your life a lot easier. Also, don't be afraid to... Let's see. Oh, yeah, it does say I can sleep in it. Well, that's great. I'm glad we put this here. Don't be afraid to make extra arrows as well. If you're, you know, not great at using the bow. I don't know if you are or not. If it's just the cold that's the problem, then that's fine. But yeah, if you're not amazing at using the bow, make extra arrows. It's fine to, you know, try them out. And also try practicing your archery. You can go on a lower difficulty. You can grab the survival bow from a few places, like Katie's Secluded Corner here in Desolation Point that we're coming up to. And just try your shots, because obviously the quicker you are at hunting, the less time you've got to be out in the cold. And the other thing is once you do hunt something, ideally you kill it in one shot, so you're not chasing it around the map. So you go for headshots on deer and wolves. I mean, go headshots on any animal, but obviously you can insta-kill deers and wolves all the time with a headshot. Be ready to light a fire next to the carcass and have that fire going whilst you're cooking. Mostly a bow skill issue. That's fair enough. It's not an easy bow to use compared to other games. You really do have to get a feel for it. But you will get a feel for it. Just keep trying and you will. There are some things you can do to kind of guarantee your shots. Some people do, like with wolves, for instance, you can get a wolf to charge you, or it'll be coming towards you. You aim your bow in, it will charge at you, and as long as you keep backing up whilst it's charging at you, it will eventually straighten out perfectly with you, and you can shoot it in the face as it's running at you, and it's a nice, easy, straight shot that you can take. Rather than trying to, you know, shoot at it from the side. Something else you can do, if you're on controller, I know this is something that people do on controller a lot more, is line up your shot whilst an animal's moving, and right as it's about to walk into where you've lined your shot up with, draw the bow and shoot. And then that way you're not having to move the bow around whilst you're aimed in, which can be really hard on controller. Obviously, if you're on keyboard and mouse, it's not as big of an issue, but you can do it on keyboard and mouse as well. I've never tried it, but I'm sure it's easier than just taking a normal shot. But yeah, practice makes perfect with it. As I say, you could try going on a lower difficulty and try the bow out. I personally like to go onto a stalker run and go shoot some wolves just for a bit of archery practice. Or you could use the target in Pleasant Valley. Yeah, the having the wolf charge you does make your life a lot easier. For sure. If you're hunting bigger stuff, you can actually get away with nice clean shots because you can take your time a bit more. If you go after a bear, if you light a campfire, the bear will not attack you, and it will walk right up to the campfire, and you can aim your bow at it, and it won't do anything. And you can just shoot it in the face whilst it will stop literally in front of your campfire. You can aim at it and shoot it, and you'll be absolutely fine. You might get lucky, you might insta-kill it, or you'll have to chase it around. But just keep your distance. If you get too close, it will attack you until it bleeds out. Right, we're heading into Destination Point to grab the coal and the salt. Just going to go through and pick up these bits. Mouse and keyboard, nice. Okay, you will have an easier time with it. Never thought of that. Yeah, it's funny. Not a lot of people do. I prefer to do live targets because that's just more, you know, what I'm going to be doing. But the nice thing of doing with the target is you can really get an idea for your accuracy at different ranges and see where the shot lands. Because the bow is accurate at the end of the day. It's not got a lot of variance in it. It's not like hip fire in the revolver or something. It will go where you aim it. So if you can work out how to aim it, you're set. The other thing is leveling up your archery skill is really, really good. A really easy way to level up your archery skill is to make arrows. Making arrows gives you points towards your archery skill. You can also read the books if you want. Or just go shoot things, but obviously except you might lose your arrows if you're not able to insta-kill things or you're not prepared to chase after them. Thanks for the advice. I'll stop being distracted now. Just watch. You're absolutely fine. No, I love being asked questions. You know, it's what I enjoy most about streaming is getting to, you know, share my knowledge about these things because, you know, I think I do a decent enough job at playing the game. So it's good to be able to say, oh, well, this works for me, and you know, you try stuff out, and some things will, and some things won't. And I appreciate the follow. I can't imagine ever being this knowledgeable about something. Yeah, I never know if it's good or pathetic. I do know a lot about some things, or rather, video game knowledge, more than actual useful things. But you know, great for me in this scenario. As I said before, like, knowledge is how I do well in games, by knowing stuff, because I don't have great mechanical skill. I don't have good reaction time, things like that. But I just try and know lots of things, and that means I'm able to do alright. I mean, as I said, this is only my 4th ever Interloper run. My first 2 were not great, but my 3rd, I did alright. It got deleted when they did the world update stuff. And this is my 4th one. And I've had a good innings with it. Lots of practice. Alright, let's just take a couple bits of coal with us. We've got a load of salt that we left here last time. Alright, let's see what it's like out there. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Cos is exactly right. I do love the questions. You know what? Let's actually take this with us, because I think we may beachcomb all the way back from the other side of the mine. Was anyway, my mechanics out, that's why the bow's messing me up at the moment. Yeah. No, that's fair. Definitely don't feel put out by it, for sure. You can very much make this game work. Like, this game is one of the games, and why I love it is it's one of the games that really does reward knowledge above all else. If your knowledge is on point with this game, you will be fine. You will be fine. So it's a very good idea to ask questions, and that's really what Interloper is at the end of the day. It's more of a test of your knowledge than anything else. Knowing where things are, knowing how game mechanics work. That's most of it. Could be a blizzard rolling in here. It's fine if it is, we'll just tuck our heads in the mine. You're half a Tyrion's Lannister saying, well, I drink and I know things. I actually did that on Discord the other day. Weirdly enough, Rhino was talking about my knowledge of the game, and I was like, yes, I drink, in brackets, hot chocolates, close brackets, and I know things. Yeah, that's always the case with me in games. Just did the Master Cartographer achievement in hopes that it would give me some insight for Interloper, but fantastic. Map knowledge is the biggest thing by far. But by far with this game, if you know the maps, you can do anything. You can do absolutely anything, because knowing where tools are, knowing where safety is. Oh, look at these wolves running on over. Actually, are they even on me? I don't think they are. Oh, they lost me. That's funny. So just ignore them. Going in here. Yeah, knowing the regions where you can find safety, where you can find coal, where you can find tools, as I say. Tools is the big one. Because on Interloper, you need to find a hammer. You need to find a hacksaw. Oh, wait. Which way is it? I'll just start going the wrong way. I have. I mean, you don't necessarily need to find a hacksaw, but if you don't find a hacksaw, you need to go beachcombing and get lucky, which is obviously not as reliable as... Well, saying that, I'm not sure finding hacksaws is necessarily reliable. There are set spawns. Like... there are certain levels to it, because you can go beyond, like, just knowing the maps. You could know the loot tables. There are 4 set loot tables for... I think they're specific for Interloper. There might be different ones for low difficulties. I might be making that up. But they'll dictate where your items are in the world, like the major items. Some people see that as cheesy and a bit scammy. I personally don't do it. I just kind of like to think... I like to try and remember where I found things, rather than actually look at loot tables to work out where I would find stuff. But you can certainly do that. Stressed until I find the hammer and bedroll? Yeah, bedroll is another big one, yeah. Bedroll can make or break an Interloper run, depending on where, obviously, you go, because some places you don't need a bedroll, but it means getting around is a lot easier, being able to sleep when you actually want to. Alright. Grabbed a bit more coal in here. And get some more salt by heading down to Hibernia. And we'll also do some beachcombing. I don't think I'm going to go pick up the salt from Scruffy's cave. It's a bit too much of an ask for me. I really don't like Scruffy's cave. Even with a torch, I do not want to risk it. So we'll head down to the coastline. Keep this going. Moose could have been respawned by now. Potentially. I will need to get some more torches, but that's fine. You know, we've picked up a load of coal. I can just light a fire with my last torch. Always make sure you have your one torch on you. You don't want to be without a torch. You know, if you suddenly need to ward off a wolf, better to use a torch than have to light a flare up. And I do recommend carrying a flare on you in case you're in high wind. So if you gave me a run for money, I heard. I didn't actually watch. But yeah, Scruffy is ugh. I mean, you know, it could be worse. It could be sketchy. Although I feel like I haven't seen sketchy in ages. I don't know if other people have. I'm going to head out kind of diagonally to the end of the beachcombing area, which looks like that's at least part of it. A backpack. Ooh, I see a birch sapling there. That's a great find. Oh, there's another thing there. Another sapling? Or it could be cattails? I think it's a birch sapling. 2 birch saplings is great. They're what we need most, I would say. And combing. Yeah. In terms of, you know, if you're newer to Interloper, or even if you're not new and you're just trying to get better at it, I think one of the best things you can do is just ask people stuff. Because you never know little tips and tricks. Nobody knows absolutely everything about this game. You know, I learn new stuff all of the time. So there is plenty to find out. And you'll find ways of playing that fit you better. Because some people play in very, very different ways. And there's no right way of playing as well, which is the beauty of it. And it's a single-player game, so you can just play however you want. Never let anyone tell you you can't play a certain way or do a certain thing. Some people are like that, unfortunately. It's less so in TLD compared to some other things, but, you know, people will say, oh, no, that's too cheesy or something. Just going to drop these fish whilst we harvest, because we're going to be standing here a little while, rather than not lure wolves over. There's another concept I was unfamiliar with. Chaining torches. I don't know what it means, but people are talking about it. So it's where you basically... It's not as important nowadays with the trader because you can get matches back. But people... Generally, you want to conserve your fire, as it were. So if you've used a match to light a fire, you then want to try and keep that fire going as long as possible. Not to a detrimental level. There is a limit to it. But basically, you want to keep that fire going to get more value out of it. And you do that by carrying lots of torches on you. And you keep going, you're running out of torches, and then you light another fire. Oh, there you go, we got this wolf on us. We could stop and light a fire next to this rock, just in case the wind picks up. It comes from that direction. And this way, I'll be able to grab some torches. But yeah, no, it's exactly what I'm doing right now. And we're going to light a fire, a campfire, using this same torch that we had, which we had from the previous stream. I've kept this same torch going, which is quite funny. Yeah, screw you, pizza. Right, we've got 2 fish. One might be bigger than the other. Let's have a little look. Cool. Yeah, so we cook the bigger one in the pot because it'll take less time. Well, it could take longer, but the point being the cooking pot's more efficient, so... Right. We don't really need this for the warmth, it's just to... just so that we can keep making torches. I thought Trader was disabled on Interloper. No. You get it on Interloper. I believe you get it on Misery as well. It's an option for each of them. It takes a long time for the trader to show up on Interloper, though. You're a mischief maker, you are, Pizza. Someone might know in chat. Cos might know, especially because she started doing stuff with the trader on her run. But I think it's 50 days on Interloper until you get the trader. So you may have not run into him. Yes. Yeah, it takes a while. If you try and interact with the radio, it'll say trader is not available. All you have to do is, once the trader is available, as long as you're sleeping near a radio, it'll wake you up and you'll hear the trader talking to you and you can go interact with him. Right, let's grab some torches off of this. If they're a bit crap, then that's fine. I know nothing. 35 is still really good for an interloper run. I always say, if you can get past the first couple days, great. If you can get past the first couple weeks, really good. If you then get to, like, actually making a lot of clothing, then you're, like, set. And you can, you know, it's just kind of luck at that point and putting your knowledge to good use. I might as well do a little bit of water whilst we're collecting torches. Don't forget, we don't have to cook the full pot of water. We can take a couple off here. And then just take the snow off and put that little bit of water on that we were doing. Like that. Right, let's eat the smallest of these because we want to be carrying as few bits of fish as we can. Cool, I'm just going to leave that tiny bit of fish there. That's fine. Okay, let's drink. Want to ditch a little bit more weight. I can burn matches more comfortably now. Yeah, you don't have to conserve matches really anymore. It's not really a thing. The trade for matches as well is so cheap. Obviously, in the late game, normally you'd use a mag lens. You'd wait for clear days to light your fires. You know, you leave your cooking for clear days. Or you leave your big hunts for clear days or something. But yeah, in the early game, go wild. You will not run out of matches that quickly. As long as you go around the world and you're collecting them. If you're hanging out in one place, do think about conserving them more. Oh, sorry, pizza. I completely missed that. Oh, I've got a new thing for this. I do apologize because we're going to pause the game whilst I just bring it up. I've got a new thing that I now can look at my fact list and I can go to the one I was just listening to. Let's see. Oh yeah, protons taste sour. So if you've done your chemistry at school, you know a proton. They specifically taste sour, and we know this because of hydrogen atoms. If you remember, a hydrogen atom is the first thing on the periodic table is the hydrogen element. Let's leave this big fish here. Yeah, first chemical element on the periodic table is hydrogen, and is therefore made out of a proton and an electron. So if you make it a hydrogen ion, which an ion is a charged particle, and to do that you take away the electron because electrons are negatively charged and protons are positively charged, then you can then taste it, which so it's just a proton. If you taste that, it tastes sour. There you go. That's your fun fact. Now there's more to it than that, but hey, if you want to find out more about that, look it up. You might learn some fun stuff about chemistry. Now, I think I forgot to drop the coal that I picked up from the first mine. No, I didn't. We're just really heavy with other stuff. I did pick up a bit of cedar wood, which I think I am going to ditch that. As long as I can make it back to the mine, I don't mind leaving stuff there. And we've still got quite a bit of daylight left, so we should be okay. So all protons are sour, but not all sour tastes of protons? I suppose so, yeah. I don't know, maybe all sour things are protons. Who's to say? I'm sure if I paid even more attention to the facts, I would know. A couple things out here. They are pretty encumbered. What we're going to do is make sure to use our lowest condition torch, and that way we're dropping torches quicker. So we're shifting the weight a bit quicker. That stick there reminds me that I really don't need all these sticks. We just want a couple. can just leave those out here. Ooh, that's our third cattail head. Ah, a marine flare. That's great. I'm not sure if I knew marine flares were renewable. That is good, because, I mean, I'd prefer a normal flare. Marine flares are just worse than normal flares. 99% of cases. But beggars can't be choosers. It's nice to be able to have something for the wind. The cured leather. Thank you for the fact, no worries. Now the moose might be here. We killed it, I think the last time we were in Desolation Point, might have been the time before. And we hauled all the meat over to the Riken, so that way when I come back to do forging, which we need to do to make more hatchets, because we're chopping up lots of wood. We were chopping up lots of wood. We've got a load of food over there. And also to make cougar claw knives. I hate this bit of thin ice here. It juts out for some reason. Right. On we go. What have we got there? Painkillers, I think? Yeah. A lot of painkillers. It doesn't matter if they're ruined, you can use ruined painkillers. You do want to drop all but the painkillers you're using if you've got ruined painkillers, because if you use up, say you've got a stack of 6 painkillers, if they're ruined, if you use 2 to cure your pain, for instance, it will delete all 6. It won't just use up the 2. Presumably some sort of bug, but then again, it feels like you shouldn't be able to use ruined painkillers anyway. Didn't need to bring all this food out with me, did I? In fact, there's another 2 fish here. Oh, I could just cook these up. Just a nice little snack when we come beachcombing here again.
Come on.
Good to leave food around the place if you can. Might not be able to. Oh no, they're both big. Fantastic. Bung a coal on. And obviously we'll take away from the fire because we don't want to have them burn. Okay, a bit more. Also crap, I'm not going to bother. You're pretty crap as well. Okay, that fire will extend out. So it doesn't matter that we've slightly underdone it on the fuel left. Okay, on we go. I never really appreciated how much beachcombing there is to be had in Desolation Point. It's more than Coastal Highway. I feel like it's denser. It may not be more, but it feels like it's denser. Another birch sapling. That's beautiful. It's either 1 bow and 3 arrows we can make from that, or 9 whole arrows. Because we can make the bushcraft bow from it. I don't know why I'm not moving the fish. I should move the fish. Let's come back here. I'm not going to bother cooking those ones up for now. Slide on my dearest coastal. Hey, I do love Is that another one? Wow. I can make 2 bushcraft bows now. Amazing. Okay, is that corpse over there or some planks? I can't tell. I think that's most of the combing now, besides whatever this is. Yeah, I think it's a corpse. Now we are quite encumbered because our fatigue has dropped below half. I didn't realise how bad our fatigue was today. I'm guessing I woke up early. Some feathers as well. I'm not going to bother with the feathers. Got plenty of feathers back home. I mean, they are very light, but still. Okay, I think that's it. So let's head back to the mine. Going to be watching... Hold on, give me a second. Going to be watching while my eyes are shut, even though it's 9:40 PM here. I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. Appreciate the luck, pizza. Always nice having you hang out. Oh, look at how far in the distance there. I like that. Now, hopefully that food doesn't burn. It shouldn't do, because it's the warmest part of the day at the moment, so the fire won't extend out by double. Even if it does, they're big bits of fish. The bigger the bit of food, the longer it takes to burn. And it takes him long to burn if it's in a pot, not that I put them in a pot. Right, we'll just slowly make our way back up. Do you know what? I think this could be a good opportunity, because we could go beachcombing and crumbling highway as well. This could be a good opportunity to... because I don't want to walk all the way back with this encumbrance. This could be a good opportunity to test out the bedroll in crumbling highway we set up. It's, you know, it's why we put it there is for times like this. Obviously I have my own proper bedroll on me, but we'll save condition on my bedroll that I currently have if we use that ruined one. Oh, wolf eating something to the right. Presumably a rabbit. Rabbit spawn by that mine. We also obviously saw them spawn up the hill as well. The wolves, that is. I will have to work out what I'm leaving though, because if we pick up stuff for beachcombing crumbling highway, we're going to be very encumbered. Although I do have a lot of food on me at the moment as well. As nice as the fish are, because they have the much higher calories, or they can have much higher calories than the meat, they also have their weight proportionally go up as well. So we've got very big bits of fish, which is great in terms of smell. It's better to have the larger fish on you in terms of the smell, but in terms of the weight, it's not great. The weight is not great, as they say. But nice little trip. Got some really good items beachcombing. The 3 birch saplings is nice. As I say, most important thing is the birch saplings to me. Next thing is probably scrap metal for fishing, and then the occasional arrowheads. Not that I've had to make arrowheads, or needed to make arrowheads in a long time. I've never lost... Well, I have lost my arrows before, but I've retrieved all of the arrows I've lost in this run. Mainly thanks to the lost and found boxes. Which do pick up your arrows when they do map changes. Which is a little bit cheeky, but hey, I'm not against a bit of cheek. And you can quote me on that. Right. We've been able to do all of this using the torches as well, which is nice not having to burn lantern fuel. Not that I'm ever going to run out of lantern fuel at this rate, but yeah. What now about picking up arrows on map change? So, if you've ever shot an arrow into an animal and it's run off and you've not been able to find it, because normally you can go back like the next day and look for the birds flying around, as long as the crows can fly in that weather. If you lose it and it just drops on the ground somewhere, if we have an update that changes the maps, you will find lost and found boxes that have got things in that you just dropped on the floor, or may have been shifted by terrain or something, to give you the opportunity to get those items back. Oh, there you go. Wind must be dying down for the birds to come out. Looks like it could be a clear day as well. Not that it matters, but I do like to check. Yeah. Cool. Right. We'll take this big bit of fish with us. In fact, maybe let's... How big are you? Let's cook up this bit of fish. Fish. Bit of deer meat. Just with a couple sticks. I'm not against a bit of cheek, Lima. Yep. Said you could quote me on it.
Perfect.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright. Yeah, I'm just thinking about food. Oh, we have food in there. Yeah, let's just take our big bit of fish back. Why not? Actually, no. You know what? Let's leave the big bit of fish here. I can take that with me um,
I'm not sure I can carry
when I
much
walk around
more.
Desolation Point. That's what we're going to do. But yeah, obviously it doesn't happen often we get the map updates, and it's going to happen even less now. In fact, we may never get another map update again because of Wintermute coming out, and we're not getting any regions to survival with Wintermute Part 5. I'm just thinking... Just trying to work out what I could actually drop right now. We drop a bit more water. Actually, let's drop that bit of lantern fuel I picked up. In fact, I want to leave a bit of cloth here for bandages as well. That's something I forgot to leave around the world when I did my whole let's leave stuff around the world for medical supplies. Like I left like stuff for making teas and, you know, old man's beard, but yeah, forgot to leave cloth. Cool. We've got more stuff to take back here. But I'm not going to be able to take it back, unfortunately. Not right now. We'll come back on one of the times we go to Desolation Point where I'm not collecting coal and salt. Probably when I do some forging. I mean, that's the only reason why I would come here, I think, at this point. Or you never know. We might get to Perseverance Mills through Desolation Point. It'll either be... My money's on Blackrock or Desolation Point. If they did decide to add Perseverance Mills. They're not planning on adding it to Survival at the moment, they said. Which sucks, but... If they do, it'll either be through Desolation Point or Blackrock. Because, I mean, I wonder what's easier for them to add, a coastal region or, you know, something like Keeper's Pass. I mean, I think they probably want to avoid adding more beachcombing, easy beachcombing stuff near coastal. Alright. So we'll go test out the bare bedroll we left in the basement. What's it called? Old Spence Family Home? Is that that? Is that somewhere else? That is something I'm not very good at, is at names of places. Which is funny, because obviously it doesn't matter in terms of gameplay. Like, you don't need to know the exact names of places, as long as you know what the place is that you're thinking about. But obviously when talking to other people, it just seems like I have no idea what I'm talking about in terms of places. Old Spence is Fallen Muskeg? Well, there you go. What am I thinking of? I do not remember. Oh look, I left cloth here. It's definitely something. I can tell you that. Let's leave some more stuff here. Just so we move a bit faster now, and then I can pick up some more stuff whilst we're beachcombing. As if we can go beachcombing right now. The weather might have gotten worse. No, this is amazing weather. No wind. Clear day. Well, evening now. Can't light a fire with the mag lens with this weather. Well, this time of day rather than this weather. We are obviously smelly still. But I have got a torch. 2 wolves always spawning Crumbling Highway. They've got about 3 or 4 spawn places. You can get them right down here. You can get them over there. You can get them near the spawn, the entrance, or just to the right at the spawn entrance, at the entrance from Coastal Highway. Right. I can't remember from memory if there's stuff to the left of this island. I don't know. Let's go have a look, I guess. And then I might actually remember it for next time. So where again? Here at Crumbling? Old Harris House. Ah, is that it? You can see where I got confused, right? They're both called Old. I think it's everything you own. Wait, what is everything I own? Oh, it's over here on the left. I don't think so, you know. Looks like maybe a wolf carcass and then a corpse over there. That's an ore, so that's useless. See something there. That could be animal fat that I've just dropped. No, it's a fish. Oh, bugger me.
The sun is setting.
That was close.
Soon.
Literally went out as I was... Oh my god. As I was finished lighting the fire there. Probably could have picked that fish up to cook it. That's fine. Wolf carcass I'm not going to bother with. Probably on thin ice anyway. In a box on the left? You're just trying to get me to fall through thin ice. I see you. Is that old man's beard? Nice, it's a good thing to grab, especially because I gave away a load of my old man's beard for the trade I did last. Wow, another marine flare. That's great. I'm pretty sure I can grab this guy. I might even be able to grab him without stepping on the thin ice. It's not... you know, I don't even though I'm pretty sure I could, I don't really want to risk it. I just... yeah. Hypothermia is not something to be trifled with. Come on in, the water's great. No, I'm good, thanks. You know, you can try and siren song me all you want, because I ain't going in. Right, save that fish there for when I come through next time, and then maybe I'll cook up those 2 bits of fish. You know, we just leave it in future. Probably won't be back here for another 21 days. I mean, I may go foraging before then, because I have got so much stuff to bring back. I basically have to do several treks. The thing is, it's not even like I could use the travois, because it'd be a nightmare getting the travois, because you've got to unpack it to go into that mine. You have to unpack it to get under the archway, right at the entrance of Crumbling Highway. Yeah, no thanks. I don't like the travois. Put the exasperated sigh in Siren Song. Siren Song. Yes, indeed. Indeed I am. That's a trunk over there. That'll be guaranteed cloth. Now, I could very much walk all the way back to Quonset tonight. And it may even be the right move, but I'd like to try out the bedroll. I mean, if I go there and the bedroll doesn't work, then maybe I'll consider walking back tonight. Because we've got a torch, and a torch is a very safe way to travel. It gives more reason to actually travel. It's playing this region. I did it a couple of days back. So much coal and salt. Oh, with the travois. Yeah. Very handy in the right scenarios. I just haven't found the right scenario. I think the right scenario might be going fishing. But the thing is, it's just so... I would do it so infrequently that I would rather just make repeat trips back and forth. Because the travois gets damaged so quickly. I don't know why it gets so quickly damaged. I get whilst it's being used, taking damage, but if you just leave it in a crate, or, you know, in a container or something, it loses its condition within like 50 days. It's insane. I'm missing 7 kilos of carry capacity at the moment, so I've actually ended up... I could have brought more with me. We've got 3 extra kilos of space. I mean, obviously, I don't have to be under carry capacity. I just like to be. And obviously, I'm going to be eating food and water as well. You know what? I've changed my mind. I think we're just going to head straight back. Which is annoying, because I do want to try out that bedroll, but at the same time, given how under carry capacity I am, and I've got the torch going, I think I will just head back. Because Because you never know. I might come out of the basement tomorrow morning, not have a torch, and there's wolves right there, and I miss my shot or something, and I lose half my health. So it's better to play it safe, and that's how I've lived this long, is play it safe. Yeah, deer hide in the gut. That sounds right. Okay. Nom on this food. Drink this water. Only got a couple torches left. Let's leave a litre of water here as well, because I'm nearly out of water here. Moving a lot faster now, because we just ditched 2 kilos right there. And we'll just head on back. I mean, this is ideal travel conditions as well. Clear night, no wind, so it's still very warm. You don't start losing that much temperature until a little bit later in the night. You know, we've got another hour and a half of warmth probably before it really starts to plummet. It will fail more times than not, unless you're mending 4 or 5. Oh, does it have a really high, or rather, does it have a really low mending chance by default? Is it like lower than normal clothes? Blimey. It's even more I hear about this travois. Yeah, exactly. I find going slow so annoying. I'd rather just go faster multiple times than go slow once. I think probably in some scenarios it is better to just go multiple times. It depends how slow you're going, because I'm pretty sure if your travois full, you move so slowly, don't you? Like, I also think people may not completely understand how it works, and I don't fully, but as far as I know, the way it works is as soon as you start putting stuff in the travois, you start slowing down. So if you want to basically fill up your inventory right up to your carry weight and then start putting stuff in your travois. Because if you just put a couple kilos in your travois, you instantly start slowing down a little bit. It's not as bad, I believe, as being over encumbered, but it still, is worse than, not being at full speed. Does a lot when I do it. Fair enough. Yeah, you do move slower. You move slower. It works like when you're over encumbered in terms of it's like a logarithmic scale. I think we'll just head directly back from here because we know we didn't have a deer. Pretty sure that's the dock there right in front of me. Yeah, it's logarithmic scale, so the more you put into it, the more you're going to slow down more and more, right up to the max that you can put inside. I'd love to do some testing with it. Yeah, no sprinting. You can't go over some inclines. You can't have a weapon out as well. Like, if you walk somewhere, like, this is what I think's crazy about it. If you walk somewhere that's a blind corner that can have a wolf, you could just die because you can't have your weapon out and you can't have a torch out. So I'm just me to not use it. No. I'm not. I'm trying not. I'm not trying to do that. I swear. If you enjoy using it, like even if it's not like the most efficient, and it may be better to do multiple trips or something. If you enjoy using it, use it. It's a fun thing. I'm glad they added it. I just wish it was better. Like, in terms of gameplay, I just don't think it's quite there. Like, there's just too many things wrong with it for me. As I say, like, if the decay, the condition drains slower, then I'd use it. If you moved a little bit faster with it, then I'd use it. If it had more, if it had a higher carry weight, I would use it. Because I think it's 75 kilos or 70 kilos. It could be more than that, You've used multiple deer hides to make it. Like, what's stopping you being able to carry even more? And you could make it so that you'll slow down even more when you've got that more stuff on it. You don't have to like keep it the same. Just give the people the option to put more in it if they want. Because you can only carry 3 car batteries in it. I believe. Well, in which case then my maths isn't right if it's 3 car batteries, because that would be 45 kilos. So maybe it's like 65 kilos or something? I don't know. I don't think it says on the item description either. Right, well, we made it back to and from Desolation Point in under an hour. That's pretty good, eh? Quick in and out. That's how I like it. I was joking. Okay, cool. Swaying some areas to look around. Yeah. What I do is have my weapon drawn and then grab the travois. Yeah, that's the quickest way you can do it. Obviously, that's not the same as... Because you still have to... There's like an animation to physically put it down. It's, yeah. It's a little bit touch and go. Yeah, you can quote me on that as well, Cos. Have I got anything on me I want to be dropping out here? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we just head inside. I'm not even going to cook this bear meat right now. Let's just worry about that in the morning, because I kind of want to sleep. I just want to sleep, because otherwise we're going to be getting up too late in the day. Okay. Let's go drop off some of the stuff we've got. You know what? It's probably faster to do move all to container. I can't. That means I've got too much salt. Yep, I do. Well. Right, we'll ditch that for now, and then we'll do the rest of it in the morning. Okay, lovely. 10 hours of sleep. Not that I need to do 10 hours of sleep all at once, because we get back so much of our condition. Very satisfying. Yeah, the salt does make a really nice noise. I do like the salt noise. Right. Either high wind, more likely to be a blizzard, because you don't normally get that high wind in Coastal Highway. So, which is good, because it means we could go beachcombing, but I need to not walk outside. If we go outside, it'll trigger the beachcombing bug, where if you go out in a blizzard, you lose your beachcombing items. So we're going to have to wait for that to end. Right. In which case, do I want to sleep another hour? Because we could be doing lots of walking today. Maybe. Maybe. Let's work out what we've got to do first, I guess. Start by putting away some of these things. Oh, I need to grab some torches. Lovely. It's quitting time, taking off, have fun. We'll try to jump on when I get back home. Cool. We'll see you in a bit, hopefully, Rhino. I hope your trip back home is good. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, still can't get that in there. Maybe I could put some of these up here. You know what, let's... Why not? I do have some more of these. I have 2 more. Stand up, what are you doing? It's just started crawling on the floor. We have 2 more of these. Just gonna grab them. Not that I ever use them, so they'll be sat on the shelf forever. Maybe I could think of some use for them. Nice. 2 more marine flares to add, which is a problem, because I do not have enough space for them. Is that going to be a bit more space? Actually, I could move this over a little bit. Am I okay putting those like that sticking out? No, I'm not. Go like that. Sure. That doesn't even work. Oh no. Well, tell you what. Let's move these two flares somewhere else, and I can replace them with the marine flares. I'll have to do. Like a little bit of uniformity. Calling Rhino Rye? That's madness. Sure, this will work. It's wild that we've only got 2 flares here. I'll call him No. It's given. Can I call you Al? How about Din? How about here, laddie? Every time that moose catches me off guard, I always think, oh god, there's a moose in my bedroom. Oh dear. I'm easily spooked. Moose spooked. Alright. I've got cloth and cured leather away. Oh yes, and we got more of these painkillers. Let's take 4 with us, so we can do with 2 sets of headaches. As I'm prone to getting 2 sprains together for some reason, I don't know why. Right, unfortunately, you are not going to want to go on there, so we're going to have to do a bit of the old fancy tricks to make this work. There we go. Thank you very much, calendar. One of the best additions to this base was this calendar. Getting stuff off onto shelves and wolves. Wolves? Yeah, on wolves. Wolves. Okay, I need another stick. Aha! We go to our brand new stick trunk. I remember. We put our sticks in there. Oh, lovely. I'm really glad I finally added some storage. Instead of whining like a lot of little bish. In my defence, I was traumatised because of the rosehip incident of day 504. So, I have good reason to be tetchy about containers. Okay. Are we pretty much there? I feel like we might be. Could do with more camera film. So you have to grab multiple camera film to be able to reload it up to full with the other camera film. That might be another way to do it, but that's the consistent way I found of doing it. Then we can drop these. A lot of the sepia one. You can stack them up as well, I believe. I believe anything God love. Right, we've got our water. It's the only extra thing. I think we're good. Don't think I've got anything on me I shouldn't, but you never know with me. 25.5 kilos feels about right with the water. Yeah, we're normally just under 25 kilos. Okay, great. Let's maybe sleep an hour. Because if we are going beachcombing, we'll be using up our fatigue anyway. It's still going. We could read... Oh, is it still going? No, it's definitely stopped now. Okay, cool. Well, in which case... what I am going to do is take a little bit more water out with me, because I don't think we had much in the way of water left at... it was either Jackrabbit or Misanthropes, so we'll take some with us. In fact, we could just kind of leave it out on the ice as well, if we want. Hey, Northern! Nice to see you. What is that emote? Is that a scary wolf? Is that a scary wolf? It's dark on a dark background for me, because I use Twitch dark mode. As I do with everything, because I live in a dark, dark room. And in the dark, dark room, there was a dark, dark lemur. And in the dark, dark lemur... Actually, no, I don't know. There shouldn't be anything inside me. Right, let's go beachcombing then. Hopefully the stuff has respawned. We'll do what I've done before, where we start on the left, because when we loop all the way back round, we can, one, check to see if the bear has respawned in by the fishing village, and we can go pick up the bear meat that we've got by the fishing village. Now, we may get a bit cold, but that's fine. We can lose condition a little bit more willy-nilly here because of our bear bed that recovers 64% condition when we rest in it for 10 hours. Was that side-eye at the there shouldn't be anything inside lemur? Oh god, it's terrible, terrible condition. What time of day is it? It's mid-morning, just after mid-morning. Bad wind. We could go warm up. Yeah, no, this is... I cannot beachcomb in this. Or can I? Do I want to go warm up in misanthropes? The thing is this wind is going to last a while. So either I start beachcombing, get a bit cold, go warm up in misanthropes. Is this wind a bad direction if I start beachcombing? No, it should be... maybe it is. It's a bloody cold day. I should have waited a bit longer. It's fine, we'll make it work.
Jesus, this is cold.
Yeah, I know, Astrid, it's okay. Crows are coming in. How are you guys flying? This wind is way too strong for you. Oh. What did I say about the wind? It's now just died down. Looks like we're getting... Yeah, it's just snow coming in. Yeah, okay, the wind just died down. Why did it get so intense for just like a minute? That's very odd. Just make sure to drain me of my temperature, my warmth. Just to leave me freezing cold. Oh well. So be it. As I say, I don't care losing too much condition, because I can get so much back from resting. And we did repair a lot of our clothes recently, so once it gets to early afternoon, I should actually be warming up. Especially if it's foggy, because fog means no wind. Not that fog's particularly warm, but it's warmer than snow as far as I can tell. Just because of the lack of wind, probably. We won't quite be there yet. We'll be a couple hours away, by which point I'll get hypothermia, so we'll need to go warm up before then, but that's what we're going to use Misanthrope's house for. Until then, however, we're going to scrounge the beach. That looks like an ore. I think this might be the last spot right here where this ore is. I don't see anything further, so let's turn back around and start going back. Ooh, another birch sapling. Oh, we're eating good tonight. Is that another one right there as well? It is. Where are all the maple saplings at? I mean, I'm not complaining. I can use bushcraft bows over survival bows if I want. It's better in some ways, worse in others. The fact that they can break at 50% is very oof. I don't think the salt has respawned. I think we did the salt pretty recently in Coastal Highway. I might be wrong on that, but pretty sure the salt's not back. It's not like I'm desperate for it either. If it is back, oh well. It's just, you can't see it from here. You have to walk all the way around, or I would have had to check whilst I was walking up. It's in a little kind of crevice between that rock and the island itself. Well, I suppose the rock's part of the island. The snowy bit of the island. The land. Well, no, the rock's land as well. You know what I mean. The ground. The earth. The soil. Not been anything else along here. That's a bit odd. Oh. It's a case. Nice. It should be guaranteed cloth.
Nobody needs
Nice.
this anymore.
Right, as I say, we'll go, just nip into here, we'll warm up for a bit. I shouldn't need to warm up too much, because, I'll double check the temperature. Oh, there's something right there as well. I want to come back down and make sure we come to the pier first. I'll check the temperature. It's probably, if I had to guess, -5, -4 feeling for us right now. Ooh, -7. Okay, bit off. 2 degrees off. That's fine. It's still pretty nippy, but if we go warm up, yeah, I've got water here, so don't need to drop off water here. If we go warm up, we've got this bed here that we can use. Also grab a snack. Why not? I need to take this big bit of fish back at some point. I'll have to do that when I go do a trade, and I'll need to remember it's in here. This is like the biggest bit of fish we've ever had, so good to travel with in terms of smell. Right, that should be plenty. In fact, that's probably overdoing it. Right, hopefully that doesn't mess up the items. I was a little bit apprehensive about going back inside the loading area. Although we'll be able to tell, because I did see an item right down here that we didn't pick up. So if it's disappeared, then we know we've broken it. So again, even though I didn't go out in the blizzard. I'm always a little bit dubious with this game. No, it's still there. It's a stick. Okay. Well, I don't really care for sticks, but I'll grab it. Just to say we got it. Now, I don't tend to travel with my bow out when I'm beachcombing. The reason being that I don't want to accidentally shoot an arrow whilst I'm trying to pick up items. Ah, there's a maple. Cool. It's nice to get. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally shoot an arrow off. Which either, or if I just aim my bow in, I don't want to accidentally aim my bow in and waste time. You know, if I'm walking on thin ice or something, I don't want to be struggling to pick something up. And also, I don't want to accidentally shoot an arrow off into the sea or something and just lose it forever. Because there are no wolves along the beachcombing spots. You can walk the entire way without attracting a wolf. Obviously, if you smell, you can bring them in, especially over that side of the island. Is it the same button? Yeah, it's mouse 1, so left click on a mouse is just your interact button on PC. It's the one advantage you've got on console. Don't know if I can get this. No, certainly not. Which is a shame, because that's guaranteed cloth there. With my crampons maybe, but I'm not risking it. Yeah, it is a benefit. It's the reason why I carry around a fire starter is so that I don't accidentally, when I have a torch, I'll show you. If you have a torch out, an unlit torch on PC, and, you know, you're going to, you know, say I'm going to go, oh, I want to go pick up some of these fish, and I just slightly walk past it and I left click, normally that would instantly waste a match and it would be gone. But if you have a fire striker, it asks which one you want to use, and that way you don't waste them. Which is, yeah, I don't want to waste my matches, and I think I've wasted 3 in this run because of it. But now I've got the fire striker, I never waste any, which is great. Obviously, it does mean I'm carting a fire striker around for no reason, because I will never use the fire striker. But it does its job. We're going to leave those heads there. Getting a lot of birch bark on this trip. I feel like I haven't got birch bark from beachcomb in a long time. Nothing really spawns along this bit here, so we're going to go up onto the island. Drop off some water at this house. What was I saying? I was just talking about the fire striker. Yeah. Does mean I've got to cart it round, but better to not waste matches and just carry something that weighs 100 grams than lose the matches. I think it's only saved me like once or twice. But hey, 2 more matches is great. Especially if you're doing what I'm doing, where I just will not... Well, actually, I've got quite a bit of water here. I won't leave any water there then. We could leave it further down the coast. Yeah, I don't think anything really spawns to the left. Yeah, I don't see anything. Keep in mind, different items have different draw distances. So you can see things from further away. Ah, fun fact, Northern. Let me get my fun facts spreadsheet up. The new fancy spreadsheet that I have. So that I don't have to fumble around with my facts. I require a fun fact. Okay. Okay. This only really works if you know who the Bronte sisters are. I don't know in the US if you get taught any of the Bronte novels or if you know about them. You know, Emily Bronte, Charlotte Bronte, and the other one, which I always forget. But, yeah. Actually, do you know what? I'll ask you, because if you don't know who they are, then it's kind of a pointless fact. You have a fun fact spreadsheet? Yeah, well, the way it works is I have a spreadsheet, because I listen to a podcast that has a lot of facts. Let's take this fish over to the cooking area. Ooh, we got the Timberwolves. Hello. Well, stay clear of them. Yeah, because of the podcast I listen to, and they've got a spreadsheet for it, and then I can actually remember the facts and remember details about the facts rather than have to remember it all myself. Right, let's just leave some water out here for future me. Tell you what, I did actually warm up as much as I needed. What temp are we on now? -3. Yeah. I mean, you haven't said if you know the Bronte sisters, so I'm just going to say the facts now. And if you don't know who they are, then oh well. So the Bronte sisters, 3 famous writers in the UK, who didn't write that much, but their works are quite well known, like Wuthering Heights is probably the biggest. There's a theory that they died because they were drinking graveyard water. Because they lived right next to a graveyard, and they had a well that was right by the graveyard. And the thought is that the groundwater from the graveyard is what they were drinking, and it's very bad. You don't want to drink groundwater that's had corpses in it. So yeah, that may have been a contributing factor to their death, because they didn't live particularly long. I think the famous ones, because there were more of them, but the famous sisters, the youngest died at 29, and then the other 2 were in their 30s. I think like early 30s and then maybe late 30s. So they died relatively young. Obviously back in the day when they were around, like 1700s, 1800s. I think they're like, I want to say they're late 1700s. life expectancy was a lot lower, but even then, very, very early to die. So there you go. Isn't that such a fun fact? Learning about people dying from disease. It's interesting. I'm glad you think so. That's what I aim to do. I aim to please. Right, well, that wasn't as good of a haul as Desolation Point was, but... or Crumbling Highway for that matter. But we still did get a couple saplings. Actually, yeah, we did get 2 birch saplings from it. Pretty fucking good. Pretty fucking good. Right. What we'll do now is we'll warm up in the fishing village. And I think we're going to poke around to see if the bear is back over here. Because I kind of want to kill it right away as soon as it's back, because it's the best supply of food. Most efficient supply of food rather than hunting down a load of wolves or deer or something. Drink well. I drink well water? Do you? I'm sure your well water is a lot better than what the Brontes had. Up in Yorkshire, that's where they lived. Haworth, which I've been to before. I've been to the graveyard that they would have drunk their water from. Fun fact. That's a Lima fun fact as in about me. Yeah, very pretty place, Haworth. I live in a town called Yorkshire. Wait, is your town called Yorkshire? Is it actually? Tell me it's not. That's so funny if it is. Really? Wait, I mean, you just doxed yourself. But besides that, yeah, no, that's funny because the Brontes were from, obviously, the county Yorkshire in the UK. Well, it's not really a county called Yorkshire in the UK, but let's take this out of here. But it's an old county, you know, like traditional county, you'd say Yorkshire, because now Yorkshire's made out of West Riding and some other places. Yorkshire, New York. I don't think TLD viewers will kidnap me. I don't know. Cos can be problematic. She'll find you. Right, we'll just warm up a tad. I think we'll go poke around for this bear. That's so funny, isn't it? Yeah, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. Now, did we leave any meat here? We did. Great. Well, let's eat some of this. In fact, I could just not cart this back home. We could leave this here. Because I'll come to the fishing village now and then. Keep my water with me. I might grab the reclaimed wood, because we could use that for furniture. It's not really doing anything for me here. And actually, let's leave a couple bits of coal here. Okay. Let's go see about this bear. Not necessarily going to go hunt it now. But I would like to know if it's here or not. Oh, hello. Do I smell? No. Just looked like it was coming down the hill after me. I don't really know this bear's route very well. I feel like it does walk down here along the road, doesn't it? I think it does like a circle up the river, through the campgrounds. And I don't know if it comes down here, but it goes along the road. It's our little secret. Yeah, see, that's the stuff that worries me. Can't say stuff like that. That's why you need to be worried. Oh, dear. Ugh. It's just a sad reminder seeing all of these bare rosehip bushes. Just makes me think of those poor rosehips. They're probably the ones that are gone as well, the ones that are on that bush. Lost to the ether. But never forgotten. Alright, let's stick our head around here. Well, there is indeed a bear. Now I don't have a fire. Which does put me off getting it right now. It's a long way to come back to. It's a long way to come back to. Just check where we can drop. Okay, we could drop down here for safety. I might be able to harvest it all in good time. I guess we'll just shoot it a bit and let it bleed out. 2 shots in it. Okay, that's a new one for me. She stood still. Okay, well, I definitely can't afford to have a sprained wrist. Let's see where this bear's going. Don't want to follow right behind it. It could bleed out pretty quick with 2 arrows in it. Don't know. I'm not very good at knowing the bleed out timers. I know you don't really want to shoot them in the body, which I did with both those shots. You kind of want to shoot them in a limb. It's probably too windy for crows. I hear the bear. Heard it again. Probably running up the hill to that house. Oh, there it is. Wind's died down, that's good. No worries, Rhino. Glad you made it back home safe. Appreciate the luck. Just don't want to get too close. Probably got stuck on these rocks for a bit. Oh, that could be it dead. But there is a corpse around here as well. Yeah, that's the corpse. Oh, we'll follow the tracks. I've lost the tracks. Over the tracks. Oh, here they are. Oh, and they're gone. Once the bear runs too much, it'll start deleting the tracks behind. I see the blood though. I do wish the blood was a little bit clearer. Don't know if it's just the way the texture is, but it can be hard to see it in some spots. There it is. If it comes for us, we go behind a tree. Dance around it. Okay, given it went up there before and came back down, it probably means it has to come back down this way. There's no point following it right away here. You just don't want to get in front of it whilst it's doing this little route. If it's going back and forth, you're just going to get chomped on. Still running. Let it tire itself out. Should start walking as well when it's bleeding out. Ooh. Could put another arrow in it, of course. It's kind of funny watching it run back and forth. A little bit sad, but it is kind of funny as well. I could find somewhere to shoot it safely whilst it's doing this route back and forth, but I don't see anywhere obvious. Like, we could get up on that rock, maybe. Oh, it's doing something different now. Let's just be careful. Just chilling by this tree, just because it's a good point I can go to. Yeah, do you know what? I think we play it safe. Wait for it to just bleed out at this point. Let's not push our luck. We're warm enough. It's fine. I mean, the sooner I kill it, the better, because then I could actually harvest it without lighting a fire. Maybe I should put another arrow in it. It very much is stuck in this loop. Ugh. Really don't want to risk anything. I was going to say it's moving. I heard it going off. Let's do be hunting. How are you not down yet? Oh, going on a tour of Coastal Highway with this bear. Just speed up the process a little bit. Oh dear. You really did want to go all over the place, huh? Oh wow, another small bear. The game is punishing me for sure. Right, let's see how much of this bear I can do. Still warm at the moment. We'll be warm for a couple hours yet, but if the wind picks up or something, that's when we're going to be in trouble. Obviously, make sure to drop as you go. You don't want to be keeping it on you and attracting stuff. Do another 10 kilos. Well, there you go indeed. Not the best bear hunt I've had. Hello. You know, sometimes the game is very nice to you. And after that kind of turmoil, gives you a clear day. So we can have our cake and eat it. Well, I guess in this scenario, we can have our bear and eat it. I will take that. Thank you very much, game. Right, 45 minutes. Let's get the hide. Pardon me. Even though I was warm enough and I didn't need the fire, why not play it safe, put coal on? That way, if something does happen, we're back up to full warmth. You know, we're not risking anything then. Right, 15 minutes. Beautiful. Sad that it's a small bear again. Pretty much near the minimum, but, you know, so be it. I'll drink our water now, just so we get rid of the weight. Also waiting for that to cook. Right, 11 minutes. How is our cougar claw knife doing? 70-something%? As a benefit of streaming, is because I have like a couple seconds behind on the stream overview, I can see stuff that's just happened. I can see what percentage my knife is on. That's fine. We have got spare back in the garage as well. Right, 35 minutes. I think we're good now. Yeah, okay, cool. Do I want to grab any of the guts? Let's grab one. We could leave it at the fishing village and then I've got a gut there in case I need it. Craft some lines there as well. Right, let's make sure we drop these things where we want to drop them. Lovely. Okay. We won't hang around here cooking. I'll finish these bits up. We'll cart this stuff down the hill and then we'll head back to Quonset, I think. We won't be able to take all of this with us. We could take most of it though. Because obviously we've picked up stuff beachcombing, otherwise I would be able to. Alright, I think what I'll do is we'll cook this bit on the slab and then we'll take some torches. Yeah, that'll be alright because that'll go to embers. So yeah, cool, that should be fine. We'll leave the cooked bits up here. It'd be better to take the raw bits that we can cook up. Maybe at the fishing village, maybe back home. Okay. You know, I'll leave a couple other bits up here. Ooh, got an arrow on 1%. That's great. Where's the barbecue sauce? Do you think bear tastes nice? I bet it doesn't. It's carnivore meat. But then again, that's why you get the barbecue sauce, I suppose. Alright, lovely day. This is my favourite evening sky. My favourite sky in the game, I guess. Maybe besides the aurora. Those colours, that kind of... I don't even know what kind of purple you'd call that. Kind of lilac-y? With the blue and the yellow. Two wolves running away scared. Alright, we're heading down to the fishing village, which I can tell is right there, because I can see the dock. What I'll do is I'll drop off some of the meat here. Another one. That's funny, they've all been scared of me. I don't even have a weapon out at the moment, it's just the wolf coat. Actually, that is a point. There is a downside to me switching to the ptarmigan down bedroll from the bear bedroll, and that's that I no longer get the bonus from having a bear clothing item, inverted quotation marks, on me. Because the bear bedroll counts, it's the same as like wearing the bear coat. in terms of scaring wolves away from you.
It's a duck.
But it's not a mechanic you should rely on, so it's not, you know. Yeah. Of course. Here I was thinking... Well, that's weird. I lost the morale bar then. Here I was thinking we
Wonder if I
could
can drum up any of this gear.
get back home nice and easily. We might be able to sneak away from them. But equally, we might just get mauled by them. Yeah, okay. I lost the morale bar when I went... What? Here? Oh, slam it again. Oh, Timberwolves. I am not walking all the way back home. Even with the torch, I'm not walking all the way back home with them bothering me. I'll see if I can get away, but we might have to just ditch the meat. Okay, well they've just vanished now. Sounds like it's an aurora as well tonight. Maybe that's caused them to despawn early. Oh, I see one out on the ice, but just one. It's a bit odd. It's sprinting over to my last known location. Oh. Yep. Get scared. An aurora's coming. You're not allowed to go after me. That's a shame. I would have liked to have taken a bit more of the meat back, and plus I would have liked to have cooked a little bit of the meat there, but it doesn't really matter. We'll get it done eventually. Sound of the deer just freaked me out there, just sloshing around on the hill. Oh gosh, it's all going on, isn't it? Right. I'm going to follow the road back. I feel like following the road is a bit faster than the direct route. It's not as much of a curve round to Quonset, I don't think. That is something I would like to time. Difference between the road versus just walking straight across the ice. I've done it once. I did the route in Mystery Lake from camp office to the dam, going to the gate to get into the dam. And I measured it out, and it's about 50 seconds faster to follow basically along the train route. I basically went along the train tracks. I did cut the corner off at the start. You know, I didn't do a perfect, like, perpendicular line to the train tracks. But pretty much, I didn't go up on the hill or anything. But yeah, 50 seconds faster. So if you want to go quicker from the dam to camp office and vice versa, go along the train tracks. You'll run into about the same amount of wolves. I mean, it's kind of chance. I'm talking about going versus going through along the river, through the river access. I didn't actually time going along the extreme side of the map, but I thought it'd be about the same time as the river because they basically follow each other. The river winds a little bit more, so it might not quite be 50 seconds longer, maybe like 30 seconds longer to go along the along that extreme side. Ah, the coal and salt I left out here. Yes, I remember you. That's already encumbered me. I'll tell you what I don't really care for. Let's drop off this cedar wood. Okay, well, let's just go like this. I don't want to stick around, because if the aurora starts, my torch is going to be doing F all. And obviously I stink to high heaven at the moment. But we got a little bit until the aurora actually starts, so we're okay. Glitched out wolf. You're going to slide across the ice? I do like when they slide across the ice. Ah, boo. I've actually got quite a lot of fatigue. I mean, I did sleep that extra hour into the day. I might have to come up with some stuff to do. Don't think any of my arrows broke from memory. I think we got them all back. Technically don't need the torch as well, because during the lead up to the aurora, animals are scared of you. I believe. I don't think they'll attack you unless you get right in front of them. But we could take this opportunity to cook up some of this bear meat, especially if I'm got this extra fatigue. At least do a couple of bits. I'm making my way through my torches as well. Still have plenty back home. Got like 3 locker drawers worth. Pretty much. About 2.5 now, I'd guess. Right. I should remember this bit of furwoods out here as well for when we go furwood collecting. Not that I need to do as much of it now, but that's obviously a lot closer than a fair few of the places I go to get furwood. Just remember, when, you know, obviously you need to worry about being out in an aurora at night. Just remember, the aurora doesn't start proper until a little bit into the night, and you can always tell if you're around streetlights. If the streetlights aren't on, it's not going to start. And you can kind of tell how close you are based off of the clouds in the distance or mountains, seeing if they've got that orange colour on them, because that's kind of like the evening sun colour, and therefore it's not actually night. So it's going to start soonish, in the next minute or so, in real life. Minute, I would say. Roughly. Right. I'm going to cook up some of this bear meat. There we go. See? Now you can see all the lights come on. Okay. All the cooked bear meat out of there. Because we dropped it all at once by mistake before. Lovely. Definitely don't want to put raw meat into here because I do not pay attention. This is just my big meat pile that I take my breakfast out of. Do not want to mess that up. Okay. More birch saplings to add to the pile. I'm keeping some maple out here. Not that you need uncured maple for anything, but just in case I do in future, it's there. Okay. Let's put this charcoal away as well. Maybe I could mark with my spray paint the locations of wood. That could be an idea. You can also just map them out, can't you? Yeah, that would actually be even better. There you go, even more reason not to use the spray paint cans. I thought I'd come up with a use for them, but no. I could just go map them with charcoal. Sure, let's harvest some of this cloth whilst we're here. Whilst we're waiting. Have anything I want to repair? Nope. There are a few things to drop off inside. I'll put 2 more bits on. We could probably do another one after this. Right, torch. Let's go drop off stuff inside. Where was I putting my charcoal? I think in here. Yes, can just about fit it in. The bear hide to add to the collection. Don't know how many we've got here, but it's kind of become an amorphous blob because I don't use them, so I just sat there. Do I have space in this one? Oh, I do. Oh, not enough space. Well, let's just spread it out. It's fine. Who's watching? Who even cares? And if someone says I care, then screw you. Dogs made it best. Had to clean up. Moo and junk. Not moo. Not the moo and junk. No, that's alright. No worries. You don't have to apologise for not being here, Rhino. I'm just happy when you are here. And when you're not here, I cry myself to sleep. No, I don't. I don't. Okay, did anyone know that was a thing? Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. If you interact with a computer with a torch, a lit torch, it puts it out. How weird. Huh. Well, it's a good thing it didn't matter, but I'm going to keep that in mind for future runs. How bizarre. Yeah, keep that in mind. That will be annoying early on if I actually need it, like because I don't need the fire right now. Yeah. Not that there's any reason to interact with the collectibles. You don't get anything from them. Obviously, if you want to like read about the lore of the island, go for it. I haven't read most of them. Usually because I don't like doing things that take time in a survival game. When I could be, you know, surviving. I feel bad about wasting my time. Which was a lot of my problem with the Tales from the Far Territory. But I could have done them on a low difficulty, so I've only got myself to blame. It's not Hinchland's fault. I mean, you couldn't originally do the Tales on Interloper. I think that was a silly move. But they changed it. I do love the way the lights look on the cars. Why does this one's headlights not come on? Right. Right, I think what we'll do... yeah, let's put a coal on. But what I'm going to do is turn most of this into torches. And we'll just leave this cooking whilst we go to sleep, because we're in a pretty good spot to sleep. Any crap ones will just drop. They'll just become sticks. It's nice at this fire starting level. You can infinitely cycle torches. You're not losing anything by turning them back into sticks. Just a couple minutes of your time. Is it smashed up? No. I mean, that one's smashed up and it's got the light on. This one's smashed up. It's got the lights on. Oh, I guess it is a bit smashed up at the front. You can't open the hood of this one, but you can't any of these three. Yeah, you know what, I'll just leave that. It'll be fine. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit odd that, isn't it? Do trucks' lights just not come on? You know what, I'm going to go check. There's a truck out back we can look at. Just navigate through the... See, I want... Hold on. I'd like more big lights like this. Should definitely get these lamps out because they look a bit better. Oh, I thought I went into place mode. Oh my god. Right. So I want like a light back here so I can see the door. Well, that'll do. It's really nice. Oh, see, this is a good one. Yeah, that's got a lovely glow to it. Also, realize it stops the music if you leave and come back inside. Lamp on the warden's desk is legit. Lights up so much like a mini spotlight. Oh, is it like one of those office lights? Oh, yeah, no, the lights are on here. Yeah, it's like one of the little green office lights, right? I should really go pick that up. I bet there's some good stuff in the prison, actually, for safe house customization. Like in the offices and stuff. Right. Sleepy Bobo times. No idea what we're doing tomorrow. I think I might just do 9 hours for now. Yeah, lights is one of the big things that even in a non-like proper nice looking base, which I still don't count Quonset as, you know, it's good to have in an Aurora just to light up the area.
I'd eat snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, you can put these on here. I mean, it wouldn't make sense to, but you can. It is possible. I wonder if you can go on there. I'm a little bit nervous about moving these kind of things around. You can. Once again, not that I particularly want to. Oh. Perfection. I just want loads of lights in here, you know, season 1 Stranger Things kind of thing. Right, is it blizzarding? Don't think so. I just don't want to go out and mess up my beachcombing if it is. Cool. Right, so let's check if those bits of bear meat finished as well. Lovely. Okay, we still don't know how much is in the amorphous blob. Tell you what, should we pick up all this meat and see how much it is?
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
It's quite a lot. It's not, I think, as much as I maybe thought, though. About 73 kilos. Obviously, got minus some of the things I've got. Maybe about 72 kilos of meat. Can't move. Let me drop it based off condition first. I thought I could keep the fish separate. Don't think I've got any big bits in here. No, okay. Oh, hey, let's separate them out. Makes the piles look nicer. Okay, so call it 70 kilos of bear meat. Each kilo is 1,100 calories. Think about it as I need to eat at least 3 bear meats a day to survive. So 70 divided by 3, it's 23. Like 23 days of food there. Maybe a little bit less, 22 days. It's really not that much, is it? I'm going to run out. If the bears take 50 days to respawn, although I did get 3 bears, I will run out though. Big bits name of your sex tape? Ah, let's be realistic, it'd be little bits. You know, I'm not going to lie. Right. Okay. Well, let's drop off some of these extra torches we made. How are we for torches? It's nearly full, and that one's nearly full. Yeah, we're still pretty good for torches. Definitely not got to worry. Arrows are going to break soon, that's fine. As soon as they break, we can obviously fix them up. Okay, need to grab a little bit more coal. Cool, we're back to what we should be. BLE, Big Lemur Energy. Got that BLE. It sounds like a version of the BLT, you know. Instead of bacon, lettuce, tomato, it's bacon, lettuce, and eagle. The last things you see before disaster is that. Oh no, please. I'm inside the moose. I am the moose. Yeah. Right. What are we doing today? What do we have to do? Oh, let's update. Ah, shit. I didn't do this before. When did we come back? It was yesterday, right? No, we came back the day before. So was it on day 540? Yeah. So 21 days after that would be day 561. So we can update this. Yeah, that makes sense. We went the day after we went to that. Cool. PV and mini mine. That's right. Let's update this so it makes more sense. Cool. Lovely. Okay, so we don't need to do this anymore. I do need to make 4 tip-ups, but we're not in a rush to do that. Beachcomb, collect coal, hunt bears. Yes. 540, what the hell? We didn't celebrate your 500th day? You may have not been here for it. Yeah, no, it's a little while ago now. We went and did something special. We didn't. We just stayed in Coastal Highway. Don't know. We got a bit hurt that day. I'm not sure what that's all about. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what we were doing. That was right before you went to finish off looting Forlorn Muskeg. And then we went back again, I think. Did we? Oh no, that's when we went to Ash Canyon. Oh yeah, that's when we finished off looting Timber Mountain. Yeah. Which I think all my notes are up to date with that now. Yeah, we've got to go collect some stuff from Mountain Town and from HRV, because I know we left a lot of stuff in HRV. And I don't plan on putting like a proper base in HRV, so don't need really anything there. But yeah, everywhere else has been looted, apart from the far territory regions, but we'll get around to that. Cool. I say probably finding rose hips. Well, it was right around when I lost my rose hips, actually. It was around day 500. It was right around there. I just noticed you get elevation walking on this carpet. I don't like that. Yeah, you get elevation on these carpets. That's funny. I hadn't noticed that until now. Ugh. Right, should we... let's finish this book. Why not? We could take a bit more chill time now. Haha, I now know how to smith guns even better. Because I read a book. Cool. What do you get at gunsmithing level 3? None of it's to do with noisemakers, right? Not that I care about noisemakers, I never use them. Craft ammunition condition is now 60%. 70% chance of ammunition component harvesting. What does that mean? This is the problem, because I haven't done... I think I only ever made bullets once on my Voyager run, because you just don't need to make bullets, really, because you use the bow for the most part. No, that's alright, Rhino. I didn't make a big deal out of it, because 500 days I'd already done on Voyager, so I didn't get the achievement or anything. But it's nice to be like, yay, we got 500 days on Loper. 1,000 days is the big one, and we're still quite a way off that, but it's good to get to the halfway mark for sure. Right. Well, oh god, 25 hours. Ugh. Well, I mean, it's not like I've got anything better to do. How warm is it outside? We go read outside. I haven't really got anything I can do outside, which is the funny thing. Like, we've hunted the bears. Oh, look, we could light a fire and cook some food, I guess. We could waste a bit of time, read between each bit of meat we cook, I guess. That would be fine. Given now that I know I'm running out of food. Right. This is a waste of a bit of time on the fire, but it's whatever. Oh yeah, really good amount of water to drink. 25 seconds on, yeah, 25 hours of doing fuck all. Yeah, wasting about 15 minutes. I don't actually even need to get in the car to read and just read here. Reading. By the way, don't do this on your Interloper run. Unless you've literally got nothing to do. You get absolutely nothing from leveling up the skills that you can't use. Nothing. It's just a fun little thing to be like, oh, I've learned how to shoot guns from books. Go get another one. Let's grab some more fuel as well. It's not fuck all, it's expanding your mind. I guess. I guess, a little bit. This could be turning into a blizzard. I think it has. Which is annoying because I want to go back out there. Ugh, let's just go back out there. It means it's going to mess up our beach combing. But, I can't leave the fire untended. Yeah, it doesn't look like a blizzard at the moment. But that sounded like a blizzard. Like, this wind doesn't match up. So I wouldn't be surprised if a blizzard suddenly shows up. But we'll see. Maybe not. Brains are sexy. Brains are sexy. We do like a sexy brain. Oh, I need to check my cured, my curing boxes as well. Because I have got fish left to cure. Although these are quite big fish, so it's quite wasteful, but still. Food in general is not too much of an issue. I can afford to waste a little bit to make better food for travelling. We'll wait to see. If a blizzard does rock up, we'll end the fire. And we'll go hang out inside. And that way we could go out beachcombing tomorrow. So, do these torches whilst we're waiting. Obviously, I would quite like it to be a blizzard. Because beachcombing is the best thing to be doing here. I've now got, not much port call to go to other places. I mean, we will eventually with the far territories. I just got to build up the courage to actually go to them. Again. Gonna start some dinner. Have a great evening, buddy. Thank you, Rhino, for hanging out. I hope dinner goes well, and it is very yummy. I will see you later. We are going to be going on a little bit longer ourselves. Another 45 minutes or so. Something I do recommend doing, I didn't just do it there, but something I do recommend doing is when you're passing time, is make sure you can see the sky in some way so you can see the weather. Because then you can kind of see what's going on. If a blizzard is going to happen or something. Cos, thank you very much for gifting a sub. That's 26 you've done? What the heck was that noise? Did anyone just hear something? Am I going crazy? Thank you very much. Practically a legendary survivor. You are. Is it a deer? Am I hearing a deer clopping around? Unless it's a moose. Is the moose showing up finally? It's my sub flying through the air. Yeah, maybe it was actually. Any moose? Moose is normally like here. You might be going crazy, you know. I swear I can hear like clip clops. I see nothing. I think I'm losing it. I think I might be losing it. Yeah. That's some netting over there, right? That's not a giant moose, is it? Pretty sure that's some netting. Just gonna double check, just because I've been hearing some stuff. Pretty sure there's a nets piled up on the ground. You never know. Yeah, it's just some nets. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. I'll just drop that out there. Bit odd. Right. Let's go check our curing boxes.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You know, let's go. Let's just check if they're done first before I start picking stuff up. Also need to work out how much weight I can do. If they are done, yeah, these must be nearly done or done. Yeah. Oh wow, both done, eh? Oh, lovely jubbly. Might as well plop them down on the calendar whilst I'm thinking about it. So now it sounds like a blizzard. I hope it's not, because I've just walked out here now. Okay. Yeah, once again, not a blizzard. I keep thinking it is. Well, we might as well finish cooking these bits of meat up. Let's check how much fish we've got here. 0.85 is how much I weigh. So, yeah, I've got way too much. Let's drop the heaviest ones. Okay, so I need to get 3 kilos. No, just over 2 kilos of meat to take in with me. So let's see if I've got any small ones that could fill it out. I don't think so. Yeah, no, these are all quite big actually. Yeah, so we just take 2 bits of wolf meat in with us. Wind is indeed picking up. It's still not blizzarding. Did I do this right? I sure did. Yeah, I'd need 0.12 kilos of meat, which I do not have. And then I guess I'll put these other fish in and then just fill out the rest with meat. This one's 48%, so I don't think I can put that one in. So it'd be about 13 kilos. So I need about 7 kilos of meat. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Although I might be able to put some smaller bits in. You know what? Let's take it all. Well, let's take those 2 bits. I mean, I'll try that bit, but as I say, I think it's 50% and above, so. And we'll just do a bit of maths experimenting. The reason we're doing this is just to pack in as much as we can at once. Oh, no. What percentage does it need to be on then to not be able to cure? Okay. Let's fill it out with wolf meat. And a bit of venison. And then if I put in... No, I can't quite get them in. Okay. In which case... Let's put in a kilo. Ah, that's annoying. Yeah, no, I can't quite. Okay, well, it's just a little bit of waste. Yeah, I thought it was 50% go in a cure box. Maybe it just needs to not be ruined. Doesn't really affect me. I mean, it's nice that we can do an extra bit there, I guess. Okay. Some scraggly bits. And you guys are cooked. Lovely, jubbly. Well, we might as well spend some time out here. If we spend more time outdoors, then it means we could spend more time later indoors if we wanted to. I could finally make a bear coat, which could be a good idea for the far territory. Just getting a couple extra degrees of warmth. I don't actually know if bear coats take less condition damage than wolf coats. It would make sense if they did take less condition damage than wolf coats, but I don't know. It might just all take the same. Pardon me. I want to see if it did actually say on here, but I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't say how much you can carry. Bearskin coat. It just takes so long. 30 hours. At least it's a bit better with the Cougar Claw knife, because obviously normally it'd take 39 with the normal one. Well, the improvised knife, I should say. Okay. I could have sworn... Did I not pick up 2 bits of bear meat? Oh, I did. Why? Oh, it's cooked. Lol. I was like, why can't I cook my bear meat? Fucking hell. Problem is cooked bear meat looks very similar to ruined bear meat. It's quite annoying, actually. It's one of the worst foods for it. I don't know why. It's almost like they want you to eat ruined raw bear meat. Or rather, cooked bear meat looks like ruined meat. I don't know if I said ruined raw meat, but yeah. Right. Well, we've just got a couple more bits to cook there. These are the 2 scraggly bits. Yeah, I think I'll finish these off. Let's just take a moment whilst we're not doing anything in particular. Get rid of some campfires that we've left lying around. Help tidy up the place a little bit. Add some over here as well. To be fair, that one I would use again to get that bit of cedar if it was cold. I needed a fire. Whilst I'm waiting for this bit to finish. Wait for wherever you're waiting to finish cooking. When it gets halfway through its cooking time, and take the water off that you just put on, and then they should finish roughly the same time. Just because I want to put these bits of bear meat on at the same time. Might as well make use of the time. I've said time too many times. Okay, great. I think I'll probably leave those for now. Cooking out here. Because I actually have got quite a few things to do. You know what? Actually, let's just stay out here. Because I'm not going to be sleeping yet. And let's carry on reading. Oh, I can't. I need to drink. Well, we wasted some time there. And we'll just let the fire die. How is the fire still going? What the heck? Fuck it. Keep it going. Let's finish all the bear meat. And we'll leave water cooking. Lovely. Well, we spent a whole day outside, so cabin fever will definitely be fine. So, we could start working on this bear coat. What I might deliberately do is not completely finish it. And then that way, we can finish it right before we leave for far territories, so we can have a full condition bear coat before heading out there. That sounds like an idea to me. Alright, I need to grab another torch. Did I read you? Yeah. Put you on the shelf somewhere. Okay, could be blizzarding out there. Do hear the wind. Just put more lights there. Eventually one of them will work. Because it's each aurora, the light will change how it lights up, and it will stay that way. As far as I know, it'll stay that way the entire aurora. Yeah, it definitely does sound blizzardy. Yeah, do you know what? I think full bars. Love to see it. Yeah, I think I'll start working on this bear coat. As I say, I'll deliberately not finish it. It's just obviously it weighs more than the wolf coat, which is why I normally opt for double wolf. It's 2 kilos more, but when it's worn, you take 25% of the weight off. Which would be what, like 1.2 kilos? 1.25 kilos. Right. Yeah, that's maths. Whereas the wolf, so it would weigh 3.75, whereas the wolf would weigh 25% of 3 kilos would be what? like 0.7 kilos roughly, just over. So it weighs 2.3. So it actually weighs 1.4 kilos more rather than 2 kilos more, comparatively having the bear coat, which isn't too bad. Right, I need 2 black bear hides, 4 cured guts. 2, 3, 4. Make sure we grab cured ones. Lovely. And we'll get started on this, and then I'll probably switch over to a new cougar claw knife, because this is going to do a number on this one. Okay. Cancel that for now. Now, hopefully the condition doesn't go down as you're making it. I don't believe it does. Be a tragic way of finding out. It does, but... It sounds like it's still blizzarding outside. At the very least, it's windy. All the food I brought inside so that I didn't have to go outside to eat is gone. That ran out pretty quick, it turns out. Always keeping Limaches's fire going. Okay, Frosty. Yeah, no, that is a little bit... I'm not sure about that, Frosty. Have we been talking? Has anyone spoken about keeping a fire going? How does Frosty know? Hmm? I guess we are, you know, it'll be where we were talking about torch chaining earlier. That'll be what it is. Yeah. Right. Well, How does Frosty know that I do that? Yeah, no, that is odd, isn't it? I think I can scoop up anymore. No, okay. Let's find a place where we can put this in. Lovely. And we'll scoop up some more of this. Good time to do this because this is something I've got to do in the light rather than in low light or in the dark. Probably move most of that stuff over as well if I wanted to. You can't go there. Can't park there, sir. Just got 2 bits left. Just stick them up here, whatever. You see, the cube meats really don't like going on it. Can I place them on there? No. If I drop them, though. No. Okay, well, fine. If you don't want to go, I won't force you. Oh, sorry, just had to sneeze. You know what, you guys, you're going outside. Well, apart from the 0.12 bit. I don't know what I'm doing with you. Okay. Blizzard? I don't know. I can hear like a low wind, it feels like. It could be a blizzard. If not, okay, cool. What's on your plate? Chips and chapati. Hopefully it was a blizzard and it wasn't just high wind. But I'm going to go do another beach combing run. Because, Hopefully it'll have respawned by now. Just heard something walking to my left. I think it's probably a deer rather than a wolf, but... Might have to double check for wolves around the back of Quonset when we come back. And if they are there, we'll clear them out, because I don't like any wolves around Quonset. Alright, wow. Double billing of beachcombing, potentially. We may find that none of it's actually respawned. Oh dear. Might have to stop part way through, because we've only got about 20 minutes left. I don't know. I should time how long it takes me to do the beachcombing. Still no bear here. It should be the next bear back, however, because we've obviously killed the other two. Actually, doing beachcombing now, as long as those timber wolves are gone, is a good opportunity to bring back up more of that bear meat. We've got to remember there's a little bit up the hill as well. Not that it's too much of an issue if we leave it there, because I do walk that way when I go back to Mystery Lake, so we'll see it every now and then. It's much nicer wind than we had last time. Not that I should say stuff like that, because that's exactly how you end up getting worse weather, because you jinx it. But tell you what I would really like, get another one of those big boats. That was so exciting. It's fun seeing new stuff in the game, and I hadn't seen that big boat before. I'd literally never seen it before. Like, I didn't know what it looked like or anything. I didn't realise it had containers in it. I'm guessing it probably always spawns the fish in the back of it. Which, you know, ruined fish is not too important to me, because I can't use it for curing. And I don't really, you know, need fish in general. Yeah, I don't think the salt is back. The salt deposit's right there. I think it would look a bit whiter if the salt was actually there. Kind of stands out. There's always multiple stags in this group of deer, which is so annoying. It's one of the worst deer hunts in the game, because it's just in the middle of nowhere. They're not that far out onto the ice, but, you know, if wind starts up whilst you're harvesting them, that's very annoying. And even once you kill them, where are you taking this meat to? You've got to go all the way back to Quonset, or you've got to go into Crumbling Highway. Yeah, it's not ideal. Right, I haven't seen anything yet, and do you know what? That's the same ore that was there yesterday, I'm pretty sure. So we may well find that nothing's actually respawned. Check and see there's no fish by it. I don't see a fish. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's respawned. So I think maybe I was right about there being this timer attached to it. Although... Did I go beachcombing yesterday? I can't remember. Yeah, we did, didn't we? And then we... Yeah. And then we finished it off by killing that bear. That was a big day. Yeah, in which case, it's potentially not been 24 hours. I feel like it has. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe let's try going into Misanthropes and come back out and see if it spawns anything. Because, yeah, there's definitely nothing here. There should be something. And obviously that ore's still in the same place. Which is fine if there's nothing, you know. Got other stuff we could go do. Go on the bear coat, go do some more reading. The beauty about being in the super late game of Interloper is you no longer have to rush about. You can do what you want. As long as you got your food sorted out, etc. You can do what you want. No, nothing there. Don't see any containers washed up either. We didn't have a... we had a suitcase here, actually. I would have walked right over it. I don't remember seeing it. So maybe that's gone then. Well, I'm going to test my theory. Well, it's not really a theory, but I'm going to see if this does anything, because maybe just going in and out, letting it load a second time will do something. That's a campfire there. I really should get rid of that. Just put a new one when I actually need it, because it does draw my eye to it each time. I always get jump scared by that deer. Tell you what, let's take back this big bit of fish. We said we wanted to do that, didn't we? I just realised, what did I do with that gut that I got from that bear? I don't think I put it inside the building. I think I dropped it on the floor amongst all that bear meat. Well, whoopsie. Okay, I'll tell you what, let's go this way. See if we spot anything along here. If not, we'll swing back via the little rabbit island and grab a rabbit, and then it feels like the trip's not a complete waste. Because you don't get any rabbits around Quonset, so you either got to come out here or go jackrabbit or go up the hill to go get them. Yeah, no, it's definitely not respawn stuff. But I didn't go out into the blizzard and then back inside, so it seems to just be the time thing that I think there is that invisible timer just to make sure you can't spam beachcombing. Okay, and that looks like an ore there. Okay, cool. Well, whatever. C'est la vie. Whatever. Whatever will be, will be. Que sera, sera. It's hard to see these guys. Oh, I nearly got a 2 for 1 there. Oh, such a sad little... Ow, ow. It does. I don't know why I did a fucking seal there. Or a sea lion. Right, nothing for you to worry about. Funny how you couldn't smell the rabbits when they're just there, but you could smell me when I've got a dead rabbit. What's that all about, I have doomed that deer now, because that wolf will find the rabbit, and then it will find the deer. In which case, should I wait for it to kill these? Well, it's going to have to kill the rabbit first. So sad when you kill the sea lions. How long does it take a wolf to eat a rabbit? Just wondered if I had 5 minutes to to do that. Sounds like the deer has run off now, though, unfortunately. Oh, no, with this wind, no, I'm good. Be very careful. If you have your bow out and you're picking stuff up and a wolf is on you, be very careful not to aim your bow. Because you'll upset the wolf and it'll start chasing you. Let's see if we left anything in the fishing hut. I think we maybe had a couple other bits of big fish we could bring back. Why not? Beef up our food supply back in Quonset. The more I don't have to worry about hunting so often, the better. this kind of works out. Rather than us going beachcombing and have to stop partway through, we just head back and we can wrap up at some point when we get back. Still got a lot of fatigue to burn, so we'll have to work out something to do with tonight.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Might leave in a bit more of the food here, because actually I do need food here for when I'm fishing. Yeah. You know what, actually? Let's leave a little bit more. Take back some of the water instead, or fuel. Just be careful if you were being followed by a wolf. When you come out of the fishing hut, it's not just waiting for you. Because that can happen, and does happen a lot. Because even if a wolf loses you, it will still vaguely head to where you were before it lost you. So if it lost you from a bit of a distance, and you spend a lot of time in fishing hut and then walk straight back out, it could have just turned up at the fishing hut. I do absolutely reek of fish, so this wolf is going to follow me. Could bait it to go after this deer, although this could be a blizzard rolling in. Then again, it felt like we had a blizzard earlier, so we just don't know, because I didn't want to actually go and check outside. Even if it is a blizzard, I could just grab the deer. Although, okay, no, the wolf has lost me. Never mind. I'm not going to bother using an arrow on it. I don't care that much. Take a moment, double check there's no wolves sprinting over to us. It can be a bit sus going over these snowbanks. Ah, we got deers around Quonset. Cool. It's worth not killing the deer around Quonset if, you know, you just don't have to deal with the wolves and you don't need the food. Then, yeah, just leave the deer there and they'll stop the wolves from spawning in. This is a very big special bit of fish, that one. Okay. Alright, we'll just do some dropping off of the stuff we grabbed. Yeah, see, it sounds like a blizzard now. What's that all about, eh? These are all fucking scroungy bits of lantern fuel. You could definitely be put on here better. I might be able to fit 5 in. I can definitely fit 5 in on a row. Oh, I've got 5 in on a row. Lol, never mind. Okay, this one will go. We just need to reload the area, and it'll play ball. Right, you just go on a shelf. Actually, I don't even want to carry you on me. You disgust me. Right. Are we all good? I think so. Charcoal. Let's ditch that. I think this is full now. Yep. Well, let's take out some of these 30% torches. They're not too bad to use. Stick them in this one. In fact, I've got some 28% torches in here. Okay. Normally I go about 30% and above for normal use. You just don't want to be carrying around a load of torches that have only got half condition. You know, if you've got two 25% torches, if you carried a 50% one round, it'd be half the weight. So, yeah. Obviously, you want less weight if you can. Okay, we've got some reading we can do. The rabbit we can do in the dark. Obviously, we're not going to stuff it in the in the cabinet. We'll do that sooner rather than later. But I might just go read some stuff outside, I guess. Until it gets dark. I mean, obviously, you can read outside even when it's night, provided it's not too foggy. Is that one I was reading? Yeah. Hopefully, does that level me up? Nice. Level 3. Cool. No, let's carry on working on the bear thing instead. Rather than reading these books that give me absolutely nothing, maybe let's go do something actually useful. Go stick these in a desk as well, these books. I don't actually need them out on display. Better to put actual items I'll be using there. Cool. Just go until it gets cancelled. Oh. Well, never mind. Every time I go to, like, do stuff, I'm like, oh, it's great. I can get stuff done that I can only do in the dark. I get a bloody aurora. Which is great, you know, for the crafting of clothing and stuff, but not what I was exactly wanting to do right now. I just seem to get so many auroras now. Oh, I forgot I've got to do this rabbit. Yeah, I should have done that. Cancelled it a bit earlier. It's fine. What I'll probably do is not sleep a full 10 hours. And then end up waking up a little bit tired. Right, let's get the hide and the guts. Yeah, I'll just do it both by hand. Save a bit of durability, why not? Should have put the music on. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Let's drop these here for now. Sort that out in the morning. Okay, we'll sleep 8 hours. 7 hours? Let's do 7 hours and see where we're at. That's so ominous every morning, waking up to that. Oh dear. Hello, Concerned Martian. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Okay. Don't hear a blizzard. I don't think. So let's go out and actually let's bring some food inside. Oh, beautiful. Let's bring some food inside. Get some of the worst bear meat because I don't think there's anything I particularly want to do with a clear day. It always feels like oh, I want to make use of the clear day, but not got anything we particularly need to do. It's always midnight, I can't sleep, so I'm finding streams to settle me off. I've got very bad news for you, I'm afraid. We're about to wrap up. But maybe that'll get you to go to sleep, because I'll be like, right, it's bedtime now. You know, we can chill out. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just hitting my 3-hour mark, which is how long I stream for, because it is also midnight for me. I have to be up at 3:45 for my new job. 3:45? What, in the morning? Tell me not. Ugh. Can't sleep more. Anxiety cycle? Yeah, I get that. That's exciting, though, that you've got a new job. I hope it goes well. Yeah, I'll send you some good vibes your way, and that's the best I can do, I'm afraid, because, yeah, we're pretty much going to wrap up here. I just need to add to my notes that we're going to carry on. Bear coat, full stop. Don't finish it until about to leave for the far territories. I'm deliberately going to like 99 it, and then that way we're not wasting condition on it. Oh, I'll tell you what else I need to do. Prepare bedroll. Okay. Farm? Ah, yeah, that'll do it. You got to get out early on a farm. For sure. Alright, cool. So we got that stuff there. In fact, I could stay looking at that for next time. And that way I don't even have to look at my notes to know what we should be doing. Okay, great. Well, we got a lot done today. We did our coal and salt run to Destination Point. We did some beachcombing. We killed a bear. We're getting the bear coat done for the first time because I just don't use bear coats normally, but I think Sundered Pass calls for it, so yeah. And we're slowly working our way towards going back to the far territories and fully looting them. We can get more rose hips, some more burdocks, some more acorns for the preppers pies and things. Which is funny because most of the preppers pies I'm making are for the far territory, so it's kind of a, you know, pointless net zero gain of items.